and winter is not over.
Yeah.
Liam, are you waiting for Yaira? Has it crossed your mind? Like, when is Yaira coming?
If I say what I think about Yara, I'm gonna look like a complete asshole.
No, you're not.
But
Johnny, do you know
I
what
guess,
channel you on?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I just admitted I talked through movies.
I don't want to be disparaging.
Tubi.
I've said before that if you look at the New York bestseller list, if you actually sort of research this at all, you'll find that the most successful properties with protagonists in the world all have male lead protagonists. Every single book, by heads and shoulders. They're like, even women prefer reading about men. You can put them in higher risk situations without it being as punishing. And I was just actually sitting there having a crisis. I was thinking a bit like Jimmy. I'm so old. I was like, what's happened? Where like, hey, you make $3 million, you do so well, like with ISOM, and then you're like, oh, I know what people want. They want to be rescued by a dame, by a broad. And I know makes me look like a sexist, but it's like, I just don't. I look at Yaira. For a starter, everyone's like, oh, she's got the best costume of Eric's stuff. I don't think she does. She looks like a chick at like one of the like in a yoga class. Like, she doesn't like look like a cool super heroine. And
She's no Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I just
No.
am not interested. There's a reason that Wonder Woman has not been able to compete and has been constantly at the edge of cancellation since forever. Like, I mean, going back like 40 years, it's harder to do that. And it's like he's propping this up as his flagship. And there's so many people, like all the guys love Carmen America and all of this. And I don't want to look like an asshole because I really mean it from the heart. It's just my opinion. I just don't understand why someone would bank so much on something that just doesn't seem great to me and doesn't have the statistics in its corner. It's kind of like,
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing is that here's the difference between Yaira and Common America is that Common America actually has a personality where Yaira,
I'm not sure Common America. I'm not. What'll be taken out of this. It's just like, I think that like something has changed for me. Like, and that's what I was thinking about. I'm a long-time anime fan. I'm a long-time comic book fan, and I just think like, what's happening to this market space? Like, what's happening that like we as readers want to be rescued by women? We want to be taken care of by our mothers and stuff. Is that what's going on? I don't know. It's weird to me. Like, when I think about like a superhero comic, I think about like, it's a power fantasy. It's like the pinnacle of, this is the world's best detective, the world's strongest man. It's like, something super heroic. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bigot. I don't know. I just
could be.
It's okay. Let it out.
Hey,
Yeah, I
it's
can
okay if
totally
you're a bigot. At
understand.
least you're an honest bigot.
I look at Yara, I should say, not Yara. I look at Yara and I just think like, is she like someone's fantasy? Like, is she, and I'm not being nasty here, Eric, if you're watching this, but is this Eric walking past a fucking yoga studio as some broad bends over and going, that's a superhero? Like,
Be right back, guys.
like what is she? Like, she's like, I don't know. I just have no hype. I have no interest. I have none. And I just think I look at the character and I see limitation. There are cool female characters that I've seen where I at least can like go, oh, cool. There's like, there's definitely potential there for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, was it when they created a spin-off book for Yaira? Why? Nobody really knows who she is or what she can do,
exactly.
But why not? Make a spin-off book of Blood Ruth. I mean, Blood Ruth seemed to have a better response. I mean, people went, "Whoa, this is pretty cool." They even put her on the cover of a book, and I would have thought that